Good morning, everyone, and welcome to our summer webinar series. I'm Craig from luxury representation company La Collection, and today we're going to discover two magnificent properties on my favourite Greek island, which is Crete. Now, just some housekeeping, letting you know some very exciting news that everyone who's registered for the webinar today will go in the draw to win 2 nights, one 2-night package at one property, and then another 2 nights at the second property. And also, we aim to sort of keep this inside 30 minutes. But if anyone has any questions on the way through the webinar, on the top right-hand side of your screen, there's a chat box, so you can pop a message in there anytime. I'm going to hand over to our magnificent guest presenter in a moment, but I'll keep an eye on the chat box and let Christina know if any questions do come through. And so the two properties we're going to learn about today and discover is a Phāea Blue, which was formerly Blue Palace, and also Phāea Cretan Malia Park, which is a new one to our portfolio. So I'm looking forward to hearing about that as well. And to showcase these two stunning properties, it's my absolute pleasure to welcome our Phāea colleague and friend, Christina Krey, who's the sales manager. So welcome, Christina.
Thank you, Craig, and thank you, everybody who registered today in our webinar to learn all about Phāea and Crete as a destination. I'm Christina, as Craig said, and together we are always, your point of contact for any questions you might have. But please do feel free to share any questions that might come up during the presentation. So let's start with the word Phāea. For those of you who might haven't heard of it, it's an ancient Homeric word. It's the name of our brand, and it means the light of the eye. We want, as a brand, to really celebrate a truer, more timeless Greece with a vision to push the boundaries of luxury hospitality towards a kinder, more immersive version of travel. We used to always focus on experiential travel, so from the very first moment that you enter our properties, it's a whole experience for you and, of course, for our guests. These are the two ladies that are running the company, Constanza and Agapi. They are two sisters. They inherited the company from their father. You see a short timeline here of the family's history. Everything started in 1976, and then as the years were passing, we rebranded the company and launched as Phāea. And then, of course, we have the transformation of Blue Palace that you might be familiar with, that used to be part of the luxury collection, into a private Cretan estate, and now member of SLH. And then, of course, we're going to deep dive into it more, and our sister property, Phāea Cretan Malia. Our motto is to show you Crete in a new light. Here is a brief map of Greece. We are located, both of our hotels, on the east side of Crete. Phāea Blue in Alunda area, 1 hour away from Heraklion Airport and Port, and Phāea Cretan Malia is only 30 minutes away from Heraklion Airport and Port, right in the middle, if you can see my cursor right here. Now you know that Crete is the biggest island of Greece, and of course it's very easily accessible from Athens, which is only 35-minute flight, or you can combine it with any of the other Greek islands. My suggestion is to always start from Crete, or you can fly to Athens and then come to Crete and then make your way up to the rest of the islands. The closest one is Santorini, which is only 2 hours away by boat. And of course, then you can combine Milos, Paros, Mykonos, and so on. Now, I said it before, Crete is the biggest island of Greece. It's a very diverse destination. There is literally everything that you can imagine that you would like to do. You can find it on the island. A lot of beautiful beaches, lots of traditional villages. Life is super slow paced. It's relaxing. I'm from Crete myself, and I can say that we don't like stress at all. Um, so it's a really inspiring destination where you can really disconnect and immerse yourself into the destination. All the locals actually, or the majority of them, live on the island all year round. It's not like smaller islands of Greece that people go there for the season, for the summer season. Crete is a different case, and of course, we will be having more exciting updates to share with you in the future, so stay tuned. It's also very rich in history and culture. There is an archaeological site in whichever part of the island you will find yourself, and is also known to be the culinary capital of Greece. We're very lucky because we can cultivate the land, so whatever we produce, we eat it as well. Very authentic art and very rich in craftsmanship, something that we really um, support as Phāea. So you will find, and I will mention it as well later so you can really understand what we're doing, lots of original artwork in both our properties. Of course, we have a dedicated concierge team in both our hotels. They are all locals, so they really love actually to share all the secrets that Crete has to offer. And let's start with Phāea Blue, which is in Alunda. There we have amazing views of the Aegean Sea and Spinalonga Island. Spinalonga used to be the last leper colony of Europe in 1950s, not so long ago. It's a national monument, an open-air museum. Nobody lives there at the moment, of course, but you can visit it during the day to learn more about its rich history. Now, let me take you on a tour at Phāea Blue. It's an invitation, as we love to say, to disconnect and discover a timeless Crete. We celebrate Greek art and craftsmanship and our heritage. We have made a special collaboration with renowned Greek artists, but also in our lobby, we have done a collaboration with the Benaki Museum, which really helps bring history to life, and they have curated our library, but also you can find many pieces of various of their collections in our common areas as well as in our suites and our rooms. In Phāea Blue, you have the chance to really disconnect. You can connect with nature. You can see from the pictures. It's super relaxing, and you can really come and just recharge and go back as a brand new person. We have 47 rooms, bungalows, suites, and one private villa. This is a look and feel of how our rooms look like. Minimal lines, bright light, bright colors as well, contemporary, also the original art that I mentioned before. And keep in mind that out of 47 rooms, 28 of them feature their own private heated pools. All our rooms in the hotel that offer a private pool are heated, as well as our main swimming pool outside our lobby area. Now, Phāea Blue Villa, my favorite room category. It's in a very strategic location with 3 bedrooms, perfect for multi-generational families. We also have special pricing because we used to have lots of requests for people that they didn't need to have a 3 bedroom, but we can sell it as a 2 bedroom as well. So it's available upon request. As I said, we have 3 bedrooms, butler service, private chef. It has fully equipped kitchen, and it's super secluded. We used to have Lady Gaga staying there and lots of other celebrities. Now, let me take you to our outlets. We have an amazing organic garden where we celebrate the Phāea Farmers Feast. Is opening 3 times per week, and our chef is creating a menu with whatever we have in our garden. but also our guests experience the earth cooking, the Minoan method that it used to happen 4,000 years ago. It's super special, and if you ask me, something not to be missed. We have two more restaurants, Anthos, with Greek cuisine, and more elevated, I would say. It has received actually the award of the best Greek cuisine in the world in 2022 that we are very proud of. And Blue Door, our favorite Greek tavern right by the beach with amazing fish, seafood, and of course, Cretan dishes. This is
The
Voce
food,
Locale. Yes,
sorry,
Crete.
Christina, I think the food is incredible, but I just interrupted because we do have a question that's come through from Andrew Sullivan, and he's asked how long do you recommend is the minimum number of days that you need to spend on Crete to get a good feel for the island? So I'll let you answer this, but it is such a big island that I would say if people are doing what you suggest and starting off in Crete, if it's just a relaxing beach break that they're wanting, then sort of a minimum of 4 nights would be enough at Phāea Blue. But if they're wanting to get a feel for the whole island, then really to break the stay between the sort of east and western sides of the island might be suggested. Sorry, I didn't let you answer that at all, but please, please go ahead.
I can add to that. If you really want to say that I have seen the whole Crete, you can spend 2 weeks on the island. Of course, we know that this is not plausible. We have a minimum stay at Phāea Blue, minimum stay of 3 nights, which I believe it's quite decent. You have time to relax, but also enjoy a few experiences outside the property. And we always suggest to our guests to go out, not just stay in. There are many nice places actually nearby that you can visit, or you can charter our traditional boat that it's actually on the following slide. But yes, if you stay for 4 nights, as we usually do, we have done it in the past, Craig, as well. We had, I think, an amazing number of days to see lots of things. But if you come for 3 nights, I think that it's also pretty good.
Okay.
If you come for 2 nights, I don't suggest it.
No, no.
No.
So minimum 3, 4 is ideal to really immerse
Yeah.
yourself in that corner of Crete. But a lot of people, a lot of Australians would sort of spend 7 nights on Crete and
Mhm.
spend 4 in Alunda at Phāea Blue, and then perhaps go over to Hania
Yeah,
for a few nights as well, which is a very very different part of Crete. But yeah, anyway,
absolutely.
I'll let you continue.
Yes. Also, you can do wine tasting, cooking lessons, private dining that our guests love, especially the couples. We are beachfront, so we have our own private beach. It's with pebbles, crystal clear water. We have these wooden decks all over the beach, so if you don't feel comfortable walking on the pebble, you don't need to. And we have floated jets as well with stairs where you can get in the sea from there. We have a brand new outdoor yoga area where you can also do meditation, yoga, Pilates, and so on. And these are our affiliations and awards. Now, to help you a little bit, we created this slide with the personality of the hotel. So it's authentic, it's private and elegant. It really gives you connection with the history, art and craftsmanship, and connection with the nature. It's actually Crite's only luxury boutique hotel with a private beach. You have spectacular views of a national monument that is quite rare to wake up in the morning and have a national monument in front of your eyes. Majority of our rooms and suites have their own private heated pools. We do commit to local artisans and everything that we can do to support our community. We talk about exceptional Greek food, and I'm sure Craig can confirm that as well.
It's the best.
Um, Thank you. And we are also very proud with the survey from the guest satisfaction that we had this summer from our guests, with 97.8% of those that said about our warm hospitality and exceptional service.
Wow.
Something that I didn't mention is that only 10 minutes walking distance from Phāea Blue is a traditional village called Plaka. All our guests visited. There are very nice little shops with nice ceramics, nice clothes for the ladies, lots of things. And of course, there are very nice taverns right on the waterfront with fresh fish. They're also owned by families, local families. So you will
It's a good
meet,
point. I'm
yeah.
glad you mentioned that because a lot of Australians, as good as the culinary choices are at Fire Blue, a lot of Australians when they travel do want to go out of the hotel, obviously, and try the local restaurants and things. So to have Plaka, I would say it's like more closer to a 5 minute walk from the hotel, depending on where your bungalow or suite is located. But it's great, and everyone does pop out there and have a beer in the afternoon or a bite to eat in the evening. It's lovely.
Do we have any questions for Fire Blue, or shall I continue to Fire Crete Malia?
We can continue. No questions through yet, but feel free, guys, to ask any time.
Okay. So our sister property, Fire Crete Malia, it's a member of Design Hotels, also in historic location. Only 5 minutes from our hotel is the Minoan Palace of Malia. Malia is the area that the hotel is located. And as I said before, it's only 30 minutes away from Heraklion. I think that it really is, and this is what I always say, a hidden gem in Crete. And now it's starting becoming more popular. So I'm very happy that I can share it with you tonight. Well, it's evening here, sorry.
It's
So,
it's don't be
yeah,
modest, Christina. You've stayed up until we started this webinar at 12:30 a.m. Athens time, where Christina is. So we really do appreciate it.
no.
Thank you.
So it's a lifestyle worth discovering. It has been fully renovated in 2019, where it became a member of Design Hotels. Nature has been our inspiration. When the father of Agapi and Costanza bought the land there, it used to be a camping site, and there used to be a lot of trees, so very lush nature. And what he did, he kept everything and replanted everything, all the flowers, the plants, the trees in the gardens of Cretan Malia. So when we did the renovation, we said, okay, nature will be our inspiration, and we want to let the outside in. And you can see that in the furniture, everywhere in the hotel. Of course, we have special collaborations as well with Greek artists that they have created original artwork, and it can be found in all the areas of the hotel. And of course, these are a few images from our lobby. It's our cool, eco-conscious hotel. It's our green property, as we call it, the most sustainable one out of all. These are a few pictures of our rooms. We have 200 rooms actually in this property. However, it has a boutique feel. And when you're there, you really cannot say, oh my God, it has 200 rooms. The way it is built, it's all flat. It's perfect for families. So the demographics that we have here in the crowd are mostly families with young kids. So you see couples with their babies or toddlers or, a little bit like young kids. We have bungalows and suites, and of course, a dedicated family room category that these are the ones that go first always. And our suites, we have junior suites, one-bedroom suite, a deluxe suites, and a two-bedroom suite. Now, we have an amazing pool. It's heated, so it's perfect if you visit as well during the shoulder months. We are beachfront here as well, with the difference that our beach here is sandy. If you think that you have seen a kids club and you haven't been to Phāea, Cretan, Malia, you haven't seen one. And this is something that everybody says. We have the Tiny Explorers Club for babies for ages 0 to 3, that they need to be accompanied by their parents, and the Little Explorers Kids Club for children 3 to 12. This kids club is open up until 9 p.m. in the evening, with an amazing menu of activities, so the parents can really enjoy their holidays as well. The place is an area that we have created for teenagers. We have a very nice movie theater there, jacuzzi, hammock, so they can really spend their time and mingle with other teenagers. Now, this is my favorite restaurant. Moriez is our Cretan restaurant in Phāea, Cretan, Malia. We don't use any electricity there. We have as well an organic garden, and everything is authentic Cretan cuisine when it comes to our menu. Meze is Levant-inspired concept for lunch and dinner. Almira is our Italian restaurant. Mediterraneo, our main restaurant for breakfast, dinner, and Caffè Neo is the traditional coffee shop that you would find in a traditional village in Crete, I would say. It opens only after 5 p.m. in the afternoon, so you can enjoy a Greek coffee with a nice dessert, or you can have raki, our traditional alcoholic drink, and of course something that we have cut from our garden: cherry tomatoes, cucumbers, olives, and so on. The Crush is our gelateria with all the forbidden super delicious things: ice creams, waffles, crepes, all these delicious. The beach shack. The beach shack is actually in our beach. It's open all day. You can have snacks, lunch, a light lunch, and early dinner. And we also have very nice cocktails, but also the same applies to Melisi, which is our bar in the lobby area of the hotel. Now, this is a picture from our organic garden where we have the Phāea Farmers Feast there, with the difference that here we have a vegetarian menu, because we want to honor what the Cretan land is offering us. So this is our chef, Lefteris Iliadis. So he's creating a super tasty farm-to-table dinner for our guests. You can also
Christina,
do, yes.
no, that's okay. I was just going to interrupt you and ask some questions that have come through. Is that okay, or should we wait until the end of the Malia Park presentation?
Let's complete the presentation and then we can dive in the questions. What
Done.
do you
We'll have
think?
plenty of time for some Q&A at the end. Okay.
Okay. You can also do bread baking lessons, which is a really nice experience. The breakfast experience is served either at the Cretan restaurant Moriez and applies to almost all the room categories, apart the two entry-level room categories that we have. And you can also enjoy it in our organic garden. So here the concept is you do not order. You really get the feeling as if you're invited to a Cretan home. What we are doing in Crete, when you come in our home, we have a very big tray of all our favorite Cretan delicacies. And this is what we do. We explain to our guests what we offer, what we have. They can take the whole tray and try everything, or they can choose what they would like to try. And of course, they can have eggs, omelets as an extra, not an extra charge, but if they would like to have eggs or omelets. And it's a really special experience, if you ask me, because you really get the feeling of Crete, and we are all about food either way. Raki distillation, this is a new experience that we have. This is a celebration that is happening in Crete. It's all the families we gather, and there is dancing, and there is a lot of food as well, of course. And then we have um, Raki that it comes out, and then we can all drink it. Wine tasting, of course, and olive oil tasting too. Cooking lessons as well, and private dining at the beach too. We have a cute spa, which we also have in Phāea Blue that I didn't mention that now that I'm thinking about it, with two treatment rooms in both hotels and an amazing menu with spa treatments. These are the luxury brands that we are working with: Valmont, Anse Monin, and Copari. In Phāea, Crete and Malia, we have lots of wellness retreats that are taking place. All the information can be found in our website, and of course, all our guests can participate as well. We have an indoor and outdoor gym, and of course, tennis court and basketball court. These are our affiliations and our awards. And the personality of the hotel, to summarize it quickly, it's our cool, eco, design conscious, with young families and couples, and very mindful. Both hotels are proudly run by a Cretan family uh, for two generations now. It's tranquil beachfront with lush gardens and family-friendly facilities, tailored activities. Of course, the food there is exceptional as well. Poolfront and seafront rooms and suites that we have in this hotel, and it really has a serene wellness approach with yoga and revitalizing treatments. Craig?
Excellent, Christina. I wasn't sure whether that was the last slide or not, but that was absolutely fantastic. Two great options depending on the clients that you have traveling to Crete, but we would absolutely, we're biased, especially Christina, but we would recommend all of your clients, if they're going to the Greek islands, they should go to Crete. It's magnificent. Now, some of the questions, this relates back to Phāea Blue. Sorry, I didn't catch this question in time from Vanita.
Mhm.
What days are the organic garden open? That was for the dining in the garden experience,
Mhm.
was it?
Yes, so most probably, I'm still waiting for the final confirmation, but most probably it will be Monday, Wednesday, and Friday.
Okay. And what will both properties open at the same time?
No, good question. Phāea Malia opens first on the 14th of April, and Phāea Blue opens on 1st of May.
Okay, perfect. So you can catch the Greek Easter at Malia Park, but not Phāea Blue this year. Andrew's asked, can you arrange car hire? Yes, at both properties we can. So once the clients are there, we can certainly arrange car hire and for the to be delivered to the property. The distance between the two hotels, 30 minutes.
Correct?
Okay. And Donna, hi Donna, is there a shuttle between the two hotels? So if you're staying at one, can you go and dine at the other one, for example? No.
We don't have a shuttle, but we can arrange a taxi, and you can either go dining or you can do an experience on the other
Yeah,
property.
go
Yeah.
and use the facilities as well. And last question, I think. I hope I haven't missed any. So we just spoke about when they open. So in April, middle of April, and then the start of May for Phāea Blue. And when do they end? Are they sort of both the end of October?
31st of October, yes.
31st of October for both. And that, my friend, is all of the questions that we had. So Thank you. Thanks to everyone that joined us live.
I have one more thing to say, Craig.
Sorry, Christina, yes.
I didn't talk about sustainability actually,
Okay.
um, which is something that we are doing for more than 18 years now. I won't argue much. I will mention only our four-star projects that we have. The Phāea farmers, which is actually, it was an idea of one of our employees, actually is the chef in our Italian restaurant in Phāea, Cretan, Malia, who has his own garden with his fruits and vegetables. And he talked to the two sisters and he suggested that maybe we can work together. So we created the Phāea Farmers program. Everybody from our hotel staff, because the majority of our staff are locals, more than 90%, they're farmers. In Crete, we have seasonality, and then during winter, our families have their own farms or they have their own olive trees. So what we do, we are training everybody who wants to join this program. Either they're a member of our staff or they are part of our community. So they live nearby our hotels. We train them on sustainable and organic land use, and then Phāea is buying the majority of their produce that we can utilize in our restaurants. That's why we have only seasonal products, always and all fresh, organic. And the same goes with Phāea olive oil, which we cover all our needs back of the house for cooking and on top of the table for our guests. The Plan B was an initiative that started because you know that bees are extincting and we should not let this happen. So we have installed beehives on site and we help them pollinate in all four seasons of the year. Now, every September, and depending always on the mood of the bees, um, we make the Plan B experience. So then the guests can participate on the whole process of learning more about this initiative, but also wearing the beekeeper suit, harvesting, and then have honey tasting as well. And we also plant our roofs, which helps us with the energy and insulation of the buildings. So that's us. Now I
Amazing.
said
Thank you.
everything. Thank you.
Thank you, Christina. It's great to see that you're doing so much for the environment because it's such a special place, Crete, that we want to keep it as it is for forever. So again, thank you so much, honestly, for staying up so late for us to so you
My
could present
pleasure.
live to our viewers, and thank you to all of you that joined us live or that registered. And remember that we'll contact you. You've all gone into the draw to win a fantastic escape on my favorite Greek island, which is, and not that I've seen them all, but I absolutely love Crete. So thanks for joining us and your interest in learning more about these two beautiful hotels. Thank you, Christina, and everyone have a wonderful day. And Christina, I hope you can get to sleep
Thank
soon.
you. Thank you all so much. Thank you, Greg.
Bye bye.